Live. This is One for the Record. I'm Diana, and today is April 14th, 2012, Saturday evening, and here's your update for today. Remember, your taxes are due. Uh, Maybe you can work on them tonight, tomorrow, and make sure they get into the mail on Monday. People told me that you have till the 17th, but I don't know. I wouldn't count on it. I would send it in the mail, put it in that mailbox on Sunday. If you're doing it yourself, put it in your mailbox or drop it off at the post office Sunday, and that way you're playing it safe. Play it safe. If you're doing it online, do it online this weekend. We are in the weekend right now, so get it in the mailbox so it gets picked up on Monday. I'm sure at least you have till Monday. Sometime Monday, 11:59 p.m. So, here is your update for today. Also, under my new favorites, I'm noticing when I am loading a bunch of current videos for you guys, when you go into the new favorites, please, when tab on it, play it and then go backwards, because I think it starts on number 83 or something like that and start going in the opposite direction that you normally would go, because it's loading it onto the end. The most recent ones, for some reason, aren't on the front like they should be. As soon as you hit play, they're all the way on the end. So, unless you want to tab through 80 times till you get to the most current ones, just go backwards and find the latest cool videos that I did put on there for you guys. Let me give you the news, and then at the end of this video, stay tuned. I have added all kinds of things that have happened today. There's a weather alert also, that possible tornado activity in Iowa and Kansas, and there's also some other places too. So stay tuned, and you can check out my favorites, new favorites. And let's see what's going on here. Let me get on to the start of this so you can have your update. This one we don't need. Let's keep going. Maybe we'll go pretty fast tonight. My goodness. Here we go. Okay, SOT.net. Good night, Irene. Destructive hurricane's name retired. Loud boom, shaking reported in San Diego County. U.S. forecasters are predicting Saturday storms life-threatening for the second time in U.S. history. So be aware. Be aware of every sound. Make sure you have your supplies and some equipment to dig yourself out if you have to. Go somewhere safe that you can go underground, and just be prepared. Be prepared. And batteries in a radio so you know what's going on. USGS. Earthquake magnitude 6.2. Drake Passage. This is all from today. There's a lot of earthquakes still rolling around over 6.0s. Life-threatening weather warning for U.S. Midwest. Funnel clouds reported in Oklahoma City. And magnitude 6.5 and not 2. That happened today. So let's get rid of this one so we can keep moving faster. Okay, and now we're going to the Extinction Protocol 2012. Okay. Already reported on this one, so we don't need to keep reporting ourselves over and over again. India, 2 earthquakes has hit India. 2 earthquakes shake Jugarat, Maharashtra, India. Okay, that was today. Also, again, the Drake Passage, 6.2. Now, what's this? Here we go. Nuclear talks with Iran begin in Turkey. Some are the same, that's why I don't keep repeating myself. Unusual severe storm warning issued for U.S. 5.9 magnitude earthquakes hit Sunda Strait, Indonesia. 5.9. And again with Vanuatu, 6.5. Okay. So, well, this Saturday it's a short report. And I want everyone to have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Be prepared for anything. Have your go bag ready for anything. Just have a backpack by the door with all kinds of supplies, from first aid kits, water. Start filling up your extra soda bottles that are empty with water and put them against the walls. Have canned food ready to go with a can opener. Get maybe 2 or 3 can openers. And take care. Be safe. And I'll see you again tomorrow. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. Max back there digging around. Stay tuned and watch the videos. These are some videos that came out today, and a couple I think are a few weeks old, but they're pretty good videos.
Greetings, citizens of the United States. We are anonymous. We are all perfectly aware of the economic crisis and job shortages in this country. We are aware that many of us are still without jobs and many have had to take lesser jobs for less pay outside of our chosen professions and educational training. We sympathize with you and your families and friends in this great time of need. We support you, for you are also anonymous. We are all one and the same, and we are all in this together. We are all aware that our government and the corporate-controlled media are lying to us about the actual number of unemployed Americans in this country. The numbers are skewed and the information that they feed to us, we the public, is false. We are tired of telling them of what we need and what we have to keep our families and our communities together. Now is the time to show them. On April 1st through the 15th, 2012, we are asking for every citizen to mail in and to fax our resume and job applications to the White House of United States and to our state's governor's office. Whether we are unemployed, underemployed, or unsatisfied in our current job placement, we are with you and are pleased to stand with you in this form of peaceful demonstration. Members of Anonymous will be hitting the streets with leaflets and posters to ensure the success of this mission. Chain emails will be sent informing every American worker to support our cause. The government will be shown that we are as mad as hell and we are not going to take it anymore. We are not listening to the lies handed to us on a paper plate, to try harder and to hang in there. Many of us have lost our jobs, our homes, our vehicles, our savings, investments, and most important of all, our families, due to the politicians and banksters of this country. This was nothing more than gross and malicious negligence on their part. So, on April 1st, All Fool's Day, through the 15th, Tax Collector's Day, we will show them the real numbers of the unemployed and hard-working Americans by mailing and faxing our job resumes and empty job applications. Be sure to write "I am mad as hell" on the outside of your envelopes and cover letters. We are tired of them throwing the numbers, and now it is time we show them. The corrupt fear us, the honest support us, the heroic will fight with us. We are anonymous. We are legion. We do not forgive. We do not forget. Expect us.
All right, UFO believers, listen up. You may well be vindicated. We are back with an out-of-this-world town square and a new book out later this week. Government officials, pilots, and scientists going on the record about their own close encounters. Michio Kaku, professor of physics at CUNY University and host of Sci-Fi Science on the Science Channel, got to read the book early, and he joins us with a review. Quite simply, Professor, do unidentified flying objects without question exist?
95% of all UFO sightings can be immediately identified as the planet Venus, weather balloons, weather anomalies, swamp gas, you name it, we've got it nailed. It's the 5% that give you the willies. 5% remain totally unexplained.
And you're saying to 5% unexplained to the point where they are legitimately an unidentified flying object.
And we're talking about generals. We're talking about Air Force pilots. We're talking about governors of states that claim that, hey, this is beyond our understanding of the laws of physics.
Can I have an unidentified flying object that is not necessarily from some other place?
It's possible, but we've looked at all the alternatives. These are multiple sightings by multiple modes. In other words, pilots, eyewitnesses, radar, visual sightings. These are very hard to dismiss, the handful of sightings. One over Alaska, another over Belgium, another over Iran. The handful of things that still cannot be explained defy known laws of physics.
So then, by that definition, does this confirm the existence of life on other planets, in your opinion?
I wouldn't go that far. We need alien DNA or an alien chip. That would nail it to the wall right there. We don't have that. We don't have the smoking gun. But this book is as close as you're going to get to the smoking gun. We're talking about senior military officials who were involved in the investigations of these incidents saying we are clueless.
If you were to look at those who argue, well, hang on, there's no way that they could get here from some other planet, that the technology doesn't exist, the stars are too far away, you rebut that sort of thinking with what?
Those people assume that there may be 100 years ahead of us, in which case it's impossible for them to reach us. But if they're 1,000, 1,000,000 years ahead of us, then new laws of physics begin to open up. So we have to open our mind to the possibility that they're not just a super version of us, that they could be thousands, millions of years more advanced.
Why would they not then pay us a visit in a way that is more recognizable? Go visit the White House, maybe stop out to Yellowstone.
My point of view is if you're walking on a country road in St. Anthill, do you go down to the ants and say, I bring you trinkets, I bring you beads, I give you nuclear energy, or perhaps maybe you step on a few of them? If they're that advanced, maybe they simply are not that interested in us.
All right. Listen, Professor, it is an absolute pleasure. If we have any strange sightings, at least now I know who to call. Before I let you go, do you teach on this subject at the university? On UFOs
I mention
specifically?
it when I teach astronomy. Also in sci-fi science, we have a whole episode about what kinds of physics could open up in the next 1,000, next million
They
years.
could let us travel a few million miles at a time.
New kinds of physics on the Science Channel.
Very cool. Listen, a pleasure. That does it for us. I'm Dylan Radigan. Hardball's up right now.
Hello everybody. Well, I'm back here again doing the same video that I just deleted because the microphone was muted and you didn't hear anything. Anyhow, I wanted to show you I got my clay today. Why the hell did you order clay, Kevin? Well, because of Fukushima, thank you. This is a big deal. I know you've heard all the stories, but I don't think anybody's getting it. How severe this is here in the United States. I want to point out this little snippet right here, and especially you West Coasters, although this really applies to the entire country because the radiation is falling in the rain and the snow. Anywhere that it rains and snows in the United States, as far away as England, I've seen test extremely high levels of radiation in the rain. Anyhow, right here, you see the highlighted post now, I'm sure. Let me read this to you. Controversy after U.S. government estimate showed 40,000 microsievert thyroid dose for California infants from Fukushima. Data not released to the public. Very high doses in children. Okay, that's why the clay. Now, I haven't been doing a lot with my radiation update page, which we're going to take you to now. The videos are a little behind. But you need to wake up. There are links here where you can order this clay. This is 1 pound, $7.50. It cost me $5.50 to get shipped, so just under $13 for this. You only need a small amount taken internally. Make sure you need to get this, especially for your kids. Now, maybe for me and you, we've lived our lives. By the time the radiation affects us, we would have been dead anyway from God knows what else is in our food supply. But the point of the matter is the children are dying out of the womb already. High spike in infant deaths out of the womb. Our kids are going to start dropping dead on the playing fields when their hearts don't develop because they're taking in low levels of radiation. Cancers and all that stuff is going to go through the roof. You can help protect yourself. Bentonite clay is going to take the radioactive particulates out of your body, along with any other heavy metals and BS that you've been consuming for years in your water, in your soda, in your food, all that stuff. There is some instructions. This has no known side effects when taken internally. Very safe. There are some things to know, such as taking a multivitamin after use, going at it slowly. It does give you instructions how to proceed. Excuse me. Links here on my website, masterofmanythings.com. I'll link you to that below. Beyond detoxifying, there are other things that you can do, and this isn't just a money-getting game. I mean, if you ordered this, I'll make a nickel, maybe, somewhere, something. Nobody's getting rich off you, and that's not the point. I'm making it available. I'm informing you about it because we need to do this. Obama said none was coming here. Your children are dying because it was here 3 days after Fukushima blew up. And even though it's a year gone by, that situation is still critical. They're looking at number 4 reactor of possibly collapsing, mixing all the spent fuel rods, another explosion if that happens, and even higher levels of radiation released into the environment, more so than even with the first series of explosions. So we're not out of the woods on this. You're getting radiated daily. You don't want to believe that? Go back to sleep. Be a sheep. Die. But damn it, protect your children. Along with the bentonite clay, to get this stuff out of your system, you need to protect the thyroid. Now, you can do that with food. If you go over here to the website, scroll down past the links, and you'll see that there is an intense amount of information on how you can detoxify radiation naturally with foods, things you can change in your diet, keep yourself healthy. We're not going to escape this, but we can be informed about it. We can protect ourselves from it. We can stop our kids from dying at a young age from leukemias, cancers, heart attacks, any other vile disease, or it's just ridiculous. One other thing that you're going to want to have on hand, and I didn't order that because I already have some, and that's iodine tincture. I want to remind you all something. When the Fukushima blew up, there was all this hype about potassium iodide. That can make you severely sick, maybe even cause death if you're allergic to it. Okay, I want to point out that Alex Jones went out of his way to hype it up, insist that you needed it. That's a short-term cure, okay? More so, it should have been made available to the people in and around Fukushima so they could protect themselves instantly. It's not a long-term thing. You can't take it every day and think everything is fine. You're going to end up getting sick, okay? But you need to load up the thyroid with iodine. We all know that. It's pretty common knowledge. What you might not know is a very cheap and simple way to do that, and that's with iodine tincture. Okay, putting a little bit of that on your wrists every day, on your neck, wherever the skin's the thinnest. I recommend the wrist. What that's going to do is allow the iodine to seep into your bloodstream naturally. It'll get picked up by the thyroid and it'll protect you. And if you have any type of allergy to iodine, you're going to get a skin rash. Nothing internal. Okay, and then you could just simply either put cream on it or stop using it. At least you're not going to have an internal suffering because you took the wrong thing and you didn't know out of fear. Don't be scared. You're not escaping this, but you can plan and prepare, and you got to protect your children. Okay, again, there's a bunch of different stuff, different forms of bentonite clay here on my website. Some things that I've picked out that are good, will help you. There's also this nice little widget. You can get radiation information about your area. If there's a reactor or another business that is releasing radiation into the environment in your general area, you can search that. So make sure you check that out. Inform yourself. And again, this is an intense amount of information. This thing goes on and on and on. I cannot credit myself for this work. It is information that I found, and all the credits for the work are at the bottom of the page. So don't think that this is my genius. I just took the time to find it. I'm taking the time to present it to you. Nobody's getting rich off this, but before, this is not available. The FDA has already restricted pharmaceutical companies and other people from telling you that this is a food or a health, you know what I'm saying. FDA doesn't want you to know. This is natural. You're not going to buy the pill if you know about this, if you know about the iodine tincture. Another resource you should be using is naturalnews.com. Any information that you can't find here or any questions that you have, you can research at naturalnews.com. But I'm going to link you to the post. I recommend you subscribe to the ENE News on this Fukushima deal. You can get an update, get an RSS feed, whatever, however you want to do it, but keep checking in with that site. Stay informed. We're getting the hell radiated out of us. And Obama wants you to think that everything is fine. Everything is not fine. You can't eliminate it, but you can eliminate it from your body. You can protect your kids, and you can stay informed. You can stay safe. Okay? This should reflect also on the coming election. This bastard blatantly lied to you, among all the other things. But the thing that pisses me off the most is he lied to you, and your children are at risk right now because he lied to you. Because if he told you you were in danger, you would protect your children. He told you everything was fine. You're not protecting your children. Now, in 5 years, when your child has leukemia because you didn't do something that cost you $12, how are you going to feel about that? Remember, I got 3 boys I raised by myself. They're going to start taking this a couple times a month. Go slow with it. You don't have to, just a little bit. Follow the instructions. If you need any recommendations from me, certainly reach out. But do your own research. Don't take my word for it. The key in all this mess that we're in, whether it's Fukushima or anything else, is you getting a bit of information and you informing yourself. Don't take my word for it. Certainly don't take Obama's word for it, or any other politician or big pharma, corporated, connected son of a bitch. Do your own research. Big heads up, much love. Links will be below. Oh, and there will be a remix button. If you're a YouTuber, please share this information. This is a great way, great information. Feel free. Any of my videos, even if there isn't a remix button on them, anyone, anywhere, for any reason, has my permission, use it. If you can take what I know or what I've done and turn it into something good, that's what we're here for.